This is really the moment in time we've all SEO people and strategic SEO people have been waiting for, right? Where SEO goes from being repetitive technical task to core business and business intelligence. And in the end of the day, how do we maintain and win new market share?
My name is Kristina Bergwall. I'm the Director of SEO and Analytics at WebGuide Partner. I've worked in SEO in almost 12 years, focusing on building strong SEO teams, always trying to find that next strategy within SEO to future-proof our clients in search engines.
My name is Gabriel Ghavami. I'm the founder and CEO of Goma Group, a B2B digital marketing agency. For the last 10 years, I've dedicated my professional life into building sustainable SEO teams, hiring great competences and experts in order to increase my clients' odds in search engines. Obviously, ChatGPT and AI has totally revamped how I need to be thinking in the future in order to build great teams.
SEO of the future will really be about authority and relevance, like it is now. But this is where thought leadership comes into the picture. Thought leadership and SEO have a lot of similarities, and I know this has been discussed for a long time now, but I see in the future even more so. Thought leadership, you have an expertise within what you're talking about, you are an authority, and you can be trusted. These are all the signals that Google want to see. So I believe that the strategy of tomorrow, you're going to have to focus more and more about brands stepping up to the plate, being okay with taking a stand and communicating that to their audience.
What's your take on the big talk of Bing versus, Google, etc.?
Maybe search of the future will just be the chats. Obviously, we've seen already tests of ads coming into the results of when you're asking questions in ChatGPT and the likes. So maybe search will just be a conversational place where ads and original content, AI-generated content, original content are all mixed up. Which is a very scary and intriguing thought, really. Gabriel, I like your input on how do you feel like communication is affected by AI?
I fully agree with you that the search results will be very, very different. Now, the interesting challenge for us as digital marketers is to understand how do we cater our communication or our clients' communications in order to actually win market share. We're in a moment of time when everything is getting reshaped, and obviously our lives will be reshaped, and so will communication and marketing. But as marketeers, I believe that we truly now have those superpowers that we've been looking for forever, enabling us to not repetitively do tedious tasks, enabling us to free up time to focus on strategy, to focus on revenue generating activities, and also enabling us to be more present with our clients and understand their communicational needs in order to shape that into websites or what have you, channels. We both believe, and we are firm believers, that thought leadership will be sort of the champion of SEO, and thought leadership is SEO in the future. Could you elaborate a bit on that?
What it really is, what it comes down to is topical authority. So you want to build authority within a topic that you're operating within. And you build out content for that area. The same strategy or layout, whatever you want to call it, applies to thought leadership. You have an area which you want to be your thought leader within, and then obviously you build out your content to answer questions, to highlight different things within that specific area. You don't want to go broad, you want to be a thought leader for a specific very specific area where people will go to you for that information. And the same applies for brands now and in the future. You want to be seen as the thought leader within your field, wherever it might be. If it's a product or a service, you want people to think about you when they want to buy that product or find that service or get help within a certain area. And if you're going to be the thought leader within your field, you're going to have to take that risk to dare to stand for something, because that is when you become a thought leader. If you're just sharing information that is great, it's truthful, it's not, you're just an educator, right? You want to take it one step further. If you're going to be a thought leader, then you need to take a stand. You need to show them that this is what we stand for, and we dare to have an opinion as a business. And it is scary, but I think you're going to be able to reap the rewards of that, because not everyone is going to be brave enough to do that. And if you are, then you're going to be able to stand out.
I fully agree. So really the core essence of brands, companies, corporations, what have you, that is what needs to be structured and communicated in order to win SEO in the future. And if you don't, you're just going to be a part of this big thing called internet, which then might be entertainment only, right? Because if you lose that authority, you can bet assured that the AI will copy and reframe and also take your position. But
if you add that touch of your opinion, your stand, you believe in something, that is something that AI can't do. That is the human touch to all your content. People can use your content, regurgitate it, twist it around and use it again, but it's always going to be your content if it has your touch of your opinion within it. That's when it becomes original. A lot of people see AI as a threat to replace SEO agencies. So what are your thoughts on that?
I decide to see it as a huge opportunity, finally making SEO way more strategic and probably more important than ever, and digital communication as a whole. And I'm a firm believer of that AI will not replace us, but SEO agencies that understand how to utilize AI for themselves and their clients will replace the SEO agencies that can't.
So what are your take on the future now? What is the future of SEO? What does it look like for you?
SEO and digital communication can compete in two main ways. So number one, customer experience optimization, where UX is the backbone. Secondly, thought leadership. And why am I saying thought leadership? Because I believe that exactly as you say, standing for something will be key in the future. And if AI will be able or is already able to create objectively true information and content, then what is not objectively true will be more interesting. AI do not have creative intuition yet. So therefore we can compete with creative intuition, and with creativeness and intuition we can really, really dig down deep in our brands to understand what we stand for, pull that out, structure that, and then communicate that with our target audiences. So Kristina, I'm keen to know, at WebGuide Partners you work with huge big brands, and what have you been doing differently the last couple of months?
Well, things are obviously changing, we are adapting, but I think the main shift for us really is, well, it's twofold, but one is obviously how we work internally with our processes, and obviously we've been able to be more efficient. We've been able to use AI to basically help us within our daily jobs, or the consultants' daily jobs. It's making all sorts of tasks much more easy to do. It alleviates all the tedious stuff that maybe you do sometimes. But also it helps us to scale up and be better. It helps us with lifting the focus up to strategy. it basically takes off time off those tasks to focus on what else can we do? How can we take this to the next step? We look at SEO strategy very much like you want to focus on obviously the foundation, your website, make sure you don't have any technical faults, but then you obviously always strive forward, looking at where are the opportunities, how can we grow? And so I think what AI has done for us is that we can focus even more on that part of our SEO strategy of the development part. How can we develop this? How can we make it even better? How can we look forward? How can we look even more at what our competitors are doing and do it even better? Scale stuff, make it bigger, make it better. So tell me then, how has this changed for you?
We see a huge shift in the B2B commerce and how B2B sells, because that entire scope has become way more digital. Obviously, starting and the hockey stick effect was during the pandemic, and then that has only been accelerating. So within that, the interest from our clients' end in what we do has risen, which means we can, number one, communicate AI, what we do, and automation with our clients on a higher level. That's something that's extremely interesting, because once you communicate with your clients on a higher level, then budgets will be freed, then they're more eager to listen, and then we can make more impact in the end of the day. What are the key takeaways you have from today's talk?
Well, I can only agree with exactly what you just said. I think that the idea of thought leadership being something that brands really need to kind of tag into is super important. I'm excited to work with our clients more with a bit larger perspective content marketing strategies, where you utilize the data that the clients have with data from search of what people are asking for and what they're looking for, and combine that into something that is going to create great SEO results, which is what you could call thought leadership, really, or just great SEO, basically.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you.
It's been great talking to you.
Yeah, you too.
Awesome.